For those of you who can't read facial expressions, which according to current research says that most young adults are losing that ability, this facial expression means I'm angry as fuck!
Is it time? Green light, egotistic battle cry. I was right, you was wrong. Called you out, finished strong. Whiskey sour lemonade, fences up my barricade. I had heart, you had spades. I can see the color in your face as it fades, and that's how it is.
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Courtesy here, and we're here with another segment of Common Courtesy. Now, unless it wasn't made clear by the way I started out this video, or if you couldn't tell even by the title of the fucking video, we're gonna be talking about a couple of things that tend to get under my skin. And I want to say this from the jump, I am by no means an angry individual, nor am I one that's easily upset or angered in any way. However, there's only so much fuckery I can take from you individuals before I start coming at y'all ego-inflated heads. So let's get started right away with this video, 5 things that get me heated. Now, I understand the workplace can be a very stressful environment, especially if you feel like you're being overworked or taken advantage of, or if there are certain things that are out of your control. Like some of your coworkers' happy-ass attitudes and they stank breath at 9 o'clock in the morning. The fact that your supervisor or your manager seems to constantly forget their positive attitude at home along with their edges. I'm not gonna sit here and say I've never complained about work. There are parts of my job that are very stressful. While I may disapprove of certain things that I'm required to do, I understand that that's what I signed up for, and I understand that that's what I'm there to do, and I'm gonna have to do it. But if your constant complaint of being at work or any of the following,
oh my gosh, why am I even here? Oh my god, I hate my job. I swear, I should have been clocked out like 5 minutes ago.
Really, bitch? First off, why are you complaining about staying an extra 5 minutes? I promise you, an extra 5 minutes is not going to kill you. Granted, it's not going to make that big of a difference in your paycheck, but still, it's only 5 minutes. Second, you constantly complaining about that you hate your job, but you put in the application though. You constantly complaining that you don't want to be here, but you filled out the application though. Understand, if you don't want to be here, take it up with the supervisor, say, hey, is there anything else that I can do today? Depending on what your job is, that could be a thing for you to do. But if you're gonna constantly bitch and complain about the job that you applied for, go the fuck home. I put these 2 things in the same category because they both involve miscommunication with text, and they both piss me off just as much. It's just very inconvenient for both parties involved. Especially if we're both like legitimately busy and legitimately trying to have a conversation with each other. You never get a solid conversation going because by the time one person is available to text, the other person is busy doing other things. They could be either in class if they're in school, they could possibly be at work, they could be getting caught up on Orange is the New Black, what? Just legitimately busy shit. You see where the inconvenience comes in? I feel like the whole concept of ghosting was just developed by above average looking people to shun the rest of us out of their lives. I don't know, that's just my conspiracy theory, I could be wrong. And it's bad enough that if I hit your line first, you read my shit, and I know you read my shit, and you flat out just don't reply. Yes, I know you read my shit, because I see you all over other social media posting. There's no way that you did not see my text, especially if it's a loud ass alarm or a notification going But it's especially irritating when you hit my line first and I reply to you within the next 2 minutes, but you proceed not to answer me back. I'm just gonna sit back and assume that you just died of excitement because I responded to you. Like, did you die? Like, this is seriously though. Did you like die within that 2 minutes of me texting you? You hit my line first. Where did you go? You initiated the conversation. Why is it that I don't hear back from you till the next day? It's just something that I just can't seem to understand. Here's what you need to understand. I'm not gonna sit here for 15, 20, 30 minutes dot watching my freaking phone when I could be getting caught up on Once Upon a Time Scandal and Orange is the New Black. What? Now, I completely understand that people are gonna have their preferences when it comes to finding a significant other or looking at the people that they date. Me personally, I've never really had that many preferences when it came to the people I dated, so that whole concept is kind of a lewd point to me. However, understand that there is a difference between a preference and a ridiculous mandatory requirement. Allow me to explain what I mean. Let's say a friend invites you over for dinner. They don't tell you what it is, but you're like, hey, I like free food, why not? You arrive there and they have made you some baked chicken. Your preference might be Italian, your preference may be seafood, your preference may be steak. I'm getting so fucking hungry talking about this shit. While your preference may revolve around those different things, you still will proceed to eat what was provided to you because you are appreciative of what was provided to you. Apply that same principle to the life of dating and picking out a significant other. Your preference may be light skinned. Your preference may be people who are of 6'2", 6'3", 6'4" height. Your preference may be of people with green eyes. However, these are all preferences. You will not overlook the person who may be a little bit darker complexion, a little bit on the shorter side, and have dark brown eyes because you appreciate what was provided to you. Fellas, you may prefer a Latina chick who may be a little bit on the shorter side with a thin waist and a fat ass, but you're not gonna pass up the Scarlett Johansson looking girl with the Taylor Swift height based solely on the fact that it's not your preference. Understand what I'm saying. I am by no means telling you to settle for less than what you deserve, but do not pass up what could possibly be the best for you solely on the fact it's wrapped in a package that you're not necessarily privy to. While I promise you ladies I love you, I promise you that I do, there are just a multitude of things that y'all do that just irritate me to the point of no return. Let's say we get into an argument. Why is it that you can say whatever the heck you feel like saying about me? You can talk about how I make enough money, you can talk about how I ain't shit, you can talk about my family, hell, you can talk about the size of my dick. But the minute I say something that's remotely below the belt, you start getting sensitive and getting upset with me like I'm the fucking problem. You just said this extensive list about me. Hell, I'm starting to believe some of it. You just went down a list of things that normally would make me cry, but society says I have to put up that front because real men don't cry. Okay. Please don't be upset when we start fighting fire with fire, because then the whole damn house burns down and we all gonna die.
And finally, number 5 on this list, last but definitely not least, of the things that piss me off.
Donald Trump, his golden retriever shedded fur toupee that he calls hair, and his whole Make America Great bullshit slogan. I'm gonna try my hardest not to get too political in these videos, I promise. And there you guys have it, 5 things that piss me off. While there is a multitude of things on this list, neither one of us have the time. I can promise you there are more things on that list than Beyonce has Grammys. If you guys like the video, be sure you give it a thumbs up, like and share it if you enjoyed this video, like and share. Be sure you hit that subscribe button. All my other social media will be posted at the end of this video. You guys are such a treat. I love all of you. And until next time, peace, love, and light. You guys have a good one.
While they flubbing it, I was right, you was wrong. Figured I'd write it in a hip-hop song. Wasn't so hard to believe I could make it being me. Drink too much, ooh, so my gosh, you know people say